CapeCast.
Welcome to CapeCast. I'm Chef Don Fallon, coming to you from Ring Brothers Marketplace. Eric is not here today. He's still on the couch experiencing a turkey coma. So I've hijacked the show and we're going to talk about Thanksgiving leftovers. So the first thing we're going to talk about is what to do with pretty much everything. If you've got a lot of leftovers, turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, the whole bit, and you want to get rid of them in one shot, I'm going to show you a really good way to do that right now. We're going to make a Thanksgiving shepherd's pie. So find yourself a pan, and I'm going to use this because it's the day after Thanksgiving. We've done a lot of cooking, we've done a lot of dishes, and honestly, we don't need to do any more of really of either. So this is super, super simple. We're just going to give this a spray, and we're going to use turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, and corn, and some gravy. So on the bottom of our pan, we're going to take some of our leftover stuffing, and we're going to put a nice thin layer of it. Now don't press this down. If you press it down, it's not going to cook quick. So nice thin layer of this. And now we'll take some turkey that we have left over, and we're going to chop this up into bite-sized dices. So we have our turkey, and we'll just lay this out over the top. This is a really good use for all that dark meat. Now you want to warm your gravy just a little bit so that it runs freely. If you don't, it'll be kind of gloppy. So we'll take our gravy right over the top. Next layer is going to be corn, just like a regular shepherd's pie. And now we'll spoon on our mashed potatoes. Now the mashed potatoes are cold, obviously, because they've been in the refrigerator all night. So you want to kind of leave them out for just about 5 or 10 minutes. This is a good thing to have the kids do. This is something the day after Thanksgiving when there's not really a lot to do. This is a perfect, well, other than shopping. And honestly, if you're going to go shopping, you're taking your life in your own hands. Remember last year? So we're going to put some paprika on the top. We're just going to shake it on. This goes into the oven, 350-degree oven, uncovered, for about an hour. Our Thanksgiving shepherd's pie is just about ready. It's been in the oven for about an hour and 10 minutes. It took a little longer than we thought. But we're going to pull it out, and it's beautiful. And we're going to plate it up. The corner piece is always the hardest. Let me kind of show you a little trick. We're going to kind of push in like that, and then we're going to push in on the other side and get underneath and pull it out in one shot, just like that. Now, the biggest Thanksgiving leftover that everyone knows about is sandwiches. And you have the regular old turkey sandwich, you know, get a couple pieces of bread, some mayonnaise, throw some turkey on there, and you know, you're good to go. And then there's the open-faced hot turkey sandwich, which I like. You take a couple pieces of bread, nice soft white bread, and you put them on a plate, put some turkey over it, you know, and then some gravy. Oh, nice and hot and warm and delicious. Oh, it's beautiful. The bread soaks up the gravy. It's a wonderful thing. But let's say you don't have that much time, you're making your lunch to go. Now, what we're going to do today is something a little different. We're going to kind of twist it up a little bit. We're going to make a Thanksgiving wrap. And you can use whatever type of wrap you want. I'm going to use whole wheat today. Okay, so we've spread our cranberry sauce out. And now we're going to lay out some of our turkey that's left over. So we've got these nice big hunks of turkey, and I'm going to kind of break them up just a little bit. And we only going to want to put this on one side of this. Well, maybe 3/4. You want to leave a little room to wrap it up. And this is going to be a nice, healthy, big sandwich. And now we'll use some of our stuffing. And if you wanted to heat this up, just pop it in the microwave for a couple seconds. I don't do this, but some people do. If you wanted to, now would be the time to put some gravy over the top of this. We're going to roll this. We're going to take it, fold in the sides, bring this up, fold it over halfway, bring it back, and try to get all that in there, just like that. Okay, tuck those in, just continue to roll, and then you have your wrap. Some things that you can do with cranberry sauce besides this, something that I did a couple weeks ago that people just went nuts for, was to take like your fresh cranberry sauce like this, the whole berry cranberry sauce, and warm it up on the stove, and then use it as a topping for ice cream. It's absolutely incredible. So for our last trick, we're going to make some mashed potato pancakes, which is a nice appetizer to serve day after Thanksgiving if you'd like. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna take our mashed potatoes left over from yesterday, and we had a lot of mashed potatoes left over from yesterday. And we're going to put into that some chives, and I'm gonna chop these up. And we'll put these into our potatoes, just like that, along with some grated onion, some salt and pepper, and then we're going to mix this up. Now, our recipe is going to call for some flour, and depending on how tight your potatoes are is going to dictate how much flour we put into it. So after they're all mixed up, what you want to do is you want to get your hand in there and try to make a pancake. Now, if they feel especially wet, you need to add flour. Our recipe is calling for up to 6 tablespoons of flour. I'm going to start with 3. And the best way, honestly, to mix this is with your hand. And after feeling that, we're going to add in the other 3 tablespoons of flour. And again, if your potatoes are especially wet, feel free to add more. But you want these to form a dough. So now we're ready to cook our pancakes. I've got some oil, just regular vegetable oil. I wouldn't use olive oil for this because it's going to add a flavor that you might not want. So I'm going to use a little vegetable oil. I'm heating it up into the smoking point. So we've got about a 1/4 inch of oil in this pan. I'm going to turn it down to medium, and we're going to start to form our pancakes. Just like that. And we can put them in. And you want to make sure your oil is nice and hot when you put these in, or else they're going to stick like the dickens. And these are going to take a few seconds to cook because we want to get these nice and brown. And make sure you get them brown and crispy. That's the whole thing with this. So as they finish, we take them out and we put them on the paper toweling. See? Like that, 2, 3. And we'll put a couple of these pancakes on there. Something like that. And we're going to hit it with a dollop of sour cream. And if you want to, you can spice this up. You can put whatever you want into it. You can put some roasted garlic into it. That would be nice. Now, most people, when they serve a potato pancake, they cut the chives up and they put it over the top. But what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of find the front, because this is going to be the front, and we're just going to kind of press them on like that. It's very, very pretty, super simple for the day after Thanksgiving.
CapeCast.